What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and happy Friday, everyone! That's right, we made it through another work week, but that means we're just that much closer to this weekend's final order cutoff, which is just a couple days away. So that means this video right here is your final order cutoff, speculation, and recommendations video. This is the video where my friend Al from Golden Age Goodies, his Instagram is right here, and he also has this amazing Facebook group where he does final order cutoff speculations. So make sure you guys are joining that. We put our heads together and we scour final order cutoff looking for any books that might have a little bit of speculation, so that way we can share this information with you and you guys can make your own decisions, so that way we can start to make this hobby fund itself. But this video also has the recommendations portions. We also scour final order cutoff looking for any books worthy of you picking up to read, not for speculation, but for the story itself. And there's one comic this week that I think you guys are absolutely going to love. So let's not waste any more time. Let's move right over to our final order cutoff speculation reminders. Now, if you guys are seasoned speculators or you guys have seen this video series before, there are timestamps down in the description below where you could skip these reminders and go right to final order cutoff speculation. But if you guys are new to speculation or new to this video series, stick around and hear these two reminders. Now, the first reminder that Al and I have for you guys every single week is the most important one, and that is you guys have to do your own research. Al and I are going to present this information to you, and then what you have to do is go check out other comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you guys are spending your own hard-earned money on these books. Not our money, your money. Now, the second reminder that we have for you guys is that there are delays with comic books. So sometimes the book will show up multiple times on final order cutoff because its release date got moved for one reason or another. Alright guys, those are our two weekly reminders. Let's go ahead and dive right into final order cutoff speculation. Now, before we dive into the cover lover picks, I just want to let you guys know, if you're interested in picking up any of the books that we're going to talk about in today's video, you guys need to get your pre-orders in by June 18th for your DC Scout and Vault books, and June 19th for your Marvel and all the other indie publishers. Alright guys, those are the dates that you guys need to get your pre-orders in by. Let's go ahead and dive into these cover lover picks. I'm actually really excited for this weekend's final order cutoff when it comes to cover lover picks. We actually have a good amount of covers to share with you guys that I'm really excited about, that I think could do well on the secondary market. But guys, remember, you have to do your own research. So let's go ahead and dive into these covers. And the first one up is Alice Never After, issue number 1. Now, this is the 1 in 10 incentive cover done by Jenny Frison, and this is amazing. Now, this is a color variant to the B cover, I want to say, but guys, this cover is just so good. It's a Jenny Frison goodness. And after that, we have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 1, the JTC negative space variant. But what is really cool about this cover is they have not released the artwork for it just yet, because you know it's a spoiler. What is it spoiling? I'm not sure, but guys, it's a JTC negative space variant, so you know it's going to be really good, but you gotta have to roll your dice on this one because they have not released the cover art just yet. And after that, we have Something is Killing the Children, issue number 31, the 1 in 100 Incentive variant done by Tedesco, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. I really like this cover. Now, am I willing to spend the amount of money to get this? Probably not, but I think some people are, and if you miss out on it, I think some people will really want it. I think they will be willing to pay a premium for this book. And after that, we have Venom issue number 23. Now, what is interesting about this is that this is the final piece of that 3-part swimsuit connecting cover set. We had the first 2 covers on last week's video, and this is the final piece of that set. And is this going to be worth money in the future? I'm not sure, but this is the final piece, and I'm giving you guys that information. And after that, we have Extreme Venomverse issue number 5, the Peach Momoko variant, featuring Venomized Jeff. And how cool does he look on this cover? It's so freaking good. He looks adorable, but he also looks menacing, and it is really good. This is a great Peach Momoko cover. And after that, we have What If Dark Spider-Gwen issue number 1, the Rose Besh variant. Now, I kind of like this, but kind of don't like this, but Rose Besh does have a following, so I think this book could do well. Now, these next 2 covers I really, really like. And the first one up is Something is Killing the Children, issue number 31, the final order cutoff reveal variant done by Daigruan. This is gorgeous. This is one of my favorite Something is Killing the Children covers, I think maybe ever. It is so good. Guys, let me know down in the comments below if you really like this cover. And after that, probably my favorite cover of the week is Red Sonja issue number 1, the cover G, done by none other than Jenny Frison. This cover is fantastic. Now, I'm a big fan of her artwork. I know a lot of other people are, but guys, what do you think of this cover right here? Do you like it? Are you burnt out on Jenny Frison? Guys, let me know down in the comments below. But guys, those are all the amazing covers coming out this week. We've had so many dry weeks of just no cover lover picks, or maybe just 1 or 2. We had like 7 covers this week that just look absolutely gorgeous that I think could do well on the secondary market in the future. All right, guys, those are my cover lover picks. Let's go ahead and dive into this week's final order cutoff speculation. Alright guys, we're going to kick it off with the second print and beyond. And the first book up is Deadpool Batter Blood issue number 1, the second print, done by Rob Liefeld. And this does have the first cameo appearance of Shatterstorm on the final page. And after that we have Loki issue number 1, the second print, done by Jermaine Peralta. And after that we had Spider-Man issue number 9, the second print, done by Mark Badley. And after that we had Spider-Man India issue number 1, the second print. And after that we have Star Wars issue number 35, the second print. And this does have the first appearance of Dr. Kuta, which there is a big debate that his first appearance was actually in 34, not 35, and it also has the first appearance of an unknown female Sith in the origin of Luke Skywalker's green saber. But those are the second prints and beyond. Let's go ahead and dive into the other books that have speculation. And the first one up is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 31, and this has the marriage of Janice Lincoln, the daughter of Tombstone, to Randy Robinson, the son of Joe Robertson, the city editor at the Daily Bugle and friend of Peter Parker. And this issue is also bringing Tombstone back to the series. Where has he been? I don't know, because I haven't been reading the book, but supposedly he's coming back in this book. And after that we have Blade issue number 1 with the first appearance of Adana, I want to say that's how it's pronounced, a deadly threat unintentionally released by Blade. And after that we have Deadpool Batter Blood issue number 2 with the first appearance of Arcata, I want to say that's how it's pronounced, and the first appearance of Shatterstorm, which he had his cameo in issue number 1. And after that, we have Extreme Venomverse issue number 5, with the first appearance of Major League Venom. Such a lame character. And after that, we had the first appearance of Kaiju Venom and the first appearance of the Corrupted Venom. Now, if you guys follow the Key Collector app, you will see they have also listed the first appearance of the Venomized Jeff the Landshark. But that's not right. If you are in the know, like Al over at Golden Age Goodies, his link is down in the description below. Make sure you guys are joining his Facebook group for the up-to-date final order cutoff speculation news. You would know that his first appearance is actually in Deadpool issue number 10. Not this. Deadpool issue number 10. I'm not sure which volume it is. I'll make sure I put that down here. But guys, his first appearance is in that book, not this book. And after that, we have Spider-Man India issue number 2, with the first possible appearance of a new lizard. And after that, we have Star Wars Dark Droids issue number 1. Now, this is a crossover story arc described as a horror-filled epic that erupts when a new threat called the Scourge is unleashed throughout the galaxy, corrupting droids, cyborgs, and everything in between. Now, there is a full list of all the crossover issues right here. You guys can go ahead and collect them all, but this sounds like a really cool event with the first appearance of that character called the Scourge. That's really cool. And after that, we have Star Wars Return of the Jedi Rebellion issue number 1. Now, this is a one-shot story featuring Mon Calamari's military genius, Admiral Gal Akbar, at the helm of his own comic series known for his famous call, "It's a trap!" from the movie Return of the Jedi. We will also see Shara Bay and Kes Dameron, Poe Dameron's parents. And after that, we have Star Wars Dr. Aphra issue number 34. Now, we will get the first appearance of the Star Weird, an ancient elongated giant humanoid creatures of the Force who live in deep space. They hate other Force users and use telepathic horror screams and are considered to be a great and terrible power. They have attacked both Jedi and Sith. They sound like crazy characters. Now, Al does have some more information on this book, so if you guys want that information, make sure you guys are joining his Facebook down in the description below. But guys, those are all the books on this week's final order cutoff that have a little bit of speculation. Stick around and I'll come back with my spec picks of the week. This week is a very interesting week when it comes to speculation and picking out a book for my spec picks of the week. The last few weeks have been really easy because there hasn't been any books really tickling my fancy when it comes to speculation, but there are some really interesting books on today's list. Now, the first books that I want to cover are my cover lover picks because there's a few books on here that are tingling my fancy. And the first one up is Something is Killing the Children, issue number 31, the 1 in 100 Tedesco variant. Now, the reason why I think this book might do well is because I've seen it sold out on multiple online stores already. So that means this book is a wanted book because that cover is just so freaking good. And I also think the final order cutoff revealed cover done by Dyke Ruan could do really well because it was just revealed a little while ago. And so that means a lot of people have not been able to get that order in for this cover. So I think this cover could do well as well. But maybe that's just because I really like the artwork so much. Now, after that, we do have the Star Wars issue number 35, the second print with all those first appearances. I know the first printing did do pretty well, so maybe the second printing could do well as well. But it is a second printing, so make sure you guys are doing your own research. Now, after that, I really have to go all the way down to Star Wars Dark Droids issue number 1. Now, I am not a big Star Wars fan. I'm really not. I don't keep up with all the ongoings in that universe. But just reading the synopsis of what this story is about, that sounds really freaking cool. And maybe this Scourge character could do well because it is affecting all of our favorite droids out there and corrupting them and making them do like all kinds of crazy things. But again, I am not a Star Wars fan. That is just tickling my fancy because it is making me interested in this book. But other than those books right there, I would say go ahead and save your money. But guys, I would love to hear what you think down in the description below from this week's final order cutoff spec list. Am I missing a book that you think is going to do really well on the secondary market? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, guys, with our final order cutoff spec out of the way, that means we got to dive into next week's new comic book day cover lever picks. There are 3 covers coming out next week that I think could do well on the secondary market, and the first one up is Nightwing issue number 105, the 1 in 50 Dan Mora foil variant. It just features Nightwing on the cover. He looks absolutely badass. It has a nice blue background. It's going to be foil. It's going to be gorgeous. And Nightwing is such a beloved character. I really do think this book is going to do well on the secondary market. And it's Dan Mora art. Dan Mora art is some of the best out there right now. Now, the next book is Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 16, the cover D, the Babs Tarr swimsuit variant featuring Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent shirtless with their abs out. Now, if you guys know about that Tim Drake Robin cover where he's shirtless and he's working out, that cover does so well on the secondary market. So that's why I'm putting this book on this list right here. Because if that book's gonna go so well, I think there's a whole market of women and LGBTQ people who will love this cover right here. And after that, we have Wonder Woman issue number 800, the cover E, the Balin Ortega cardstock variant, and this is my favorite cover coming out next week. I personally have already pre-ordered like 5 copies of this because I just absolutely love this cover art, and I'm going to submit some of these to CGC, and maybe I will just give one of those away in the future. So keep your eyes peeled for that in the future on the channel. But guys, those are my 3 cover lover picks for next week's new comic book day. Let me know what you think about those picks down in the comments below. All right, guys, it's time to move over to the final section on this video with our final order cutoff recommendations to read. One of the best pieces of advice that I can give any new comic book collector is to find a writer that you enjoy and follow him. Follow him to all the books that he creates because normally you will really enjoy those books. And that's what this book right here. I love the writer on this book. And this book is called Fish Flies issue number 1. Now this is coming from Jeff Lemire. He is the writer of Sweet Tooth, Gideon Falls, Family Tree, and so many other books. I love his work so much. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis to you guys. Fish Flies combines the strange sci-fi of his classic Sweet Tooth comic with the offbeat slice-of-life drama of his beloved Essex County stories. Jeff Lemire brings you a new tale of a small-town surrealist horror in this special extra-length 64-page debut issue. When a brutal and violent crime puts the life of an innocent teenage boy in the balance, it sets off a chain of events in bucolic Belle River, Ontario that will permanently change several residents' lives. And as the manhunt really heats up, a lonely girl named Franny Fox will form an unlikely friendship with a fugitive that leads them on an odyssey of discovery and redemption. Now, maybe that doesn't sound that interesting to you, but I can tell you right now, Jeff Lemire is one of the best writers in the game. Every single story that I've read from him, I've really, really enjoyed. I really have. Now, some of them aren't as great as others, but the stories are always good. And this book right here, he's doing the writing and the artwork. And if you have not seen his artwork before, it is really cool. He has a very original style, and I really dig it. Now, that is the one book on Final Order Cutoff that I think you guys should be picking up to read. Now, Al from Golden Age Goodies, again, his link is down in the description below. He has a couple other books that he's really liking, both for speculation, but also for the story itself on his Facebook group. So guys, make sure you guys are joining it down in the description below. But guys, that is it for today's video. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. And if you guys are still watching this video right now, you guys know exactly what you are. Let's say it together. You guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end and supporting the algorithm. Now, if you guys have not hit that like button just yet, what are you doing? Hit that like button because it helps get this video out to more people. Now, if you just watched that video and you enjoyed that video, but you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. All right, guys, that is it for me this week. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I also hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's breaking news video. Maybe that could be a new video segment on this channel that I find one really cool, interesting article that I can present to you guys every single week. But guys, that's gonna do it for me. Have yourself a great weekend. I'll catch you guys on Tuesday with the Wednesday pull list. All right, guys, I'll check you then. Peace.